I have been on my wellness journey for a few years now, but if I had to start all over from square one, knowing what I know now, these are the things that I would do right away. Hi, my name is Jessica. I'm a former nurse practitioner turned health and mindset coach, and I teach people how to create their dream life and find true, lasting wellness. If that sounds like something you want, then just keep watching. So before we really get into it, know that starting too many things all at once can be a surefire way to fail at all of them. Your body and your system and your routines are not meant to change your diet and your exercise routine and your morning routine and your bedtime routine. It's not meant to do all of that all at once. And if you try to do all that at once, it's going to feel overwhelming. It's not going to feel very fun, and it's not going to last very long probably. It is not best to start 10 new routines all at once. Pick one. Get really good at that. Feel confident about that. Let that become part of your daily routine and let yourself become very good at it and feel like it's just a natural part of your routine. And then feel free to add a second or a third new routine into your lifestyle. As we go through this list, know that I have not put these in any specific number. This is not my favorite thing through my least favorite thing. These are all things that when I think back over the last couple years and at my lifestyle right now, these are things that I believe and I know from experience are extremely important and extremely helpful and extremely valuable and all of that stuff. So as you're listening, think about which things make you feel the most excited, things you think apply to you the most, things you think would help you the most, and then start there. Just because I list one of them first does not mean that that's the first thing you have to do. Pay attention to your intuition and which one you think will help you the most and start there. So, as promised, in no specific order, these are the things that I would implement as soon as possible if I had to start my wellness journey all over again. First up, follow your joy. Figure out what true joy actually is, what it feels like, what it looks like, and figure out how to follow that as soon as possible. Because when you are actually living in your joy and your true alignment, that is where you find your true potential. That's where you find love. That's where you find happiness. That's where you become your healthiest self. And your joy is going to look different than your friend's joy. So just because something brings your friend, your best friend, your sister joy, doesn't mean that that is the exact same thing you have to do. Find your joy. And when you do that, that will help every other aspect of your life. Next on the list is learn the importance of your thoughts. This is huge. When we know the importance and the weight and the value of the thoughts that we think on a regular basis, not just a random fleeting thought about what you want for lunch, like not that kind of stuff, but the thoughts that you think on a regular basis. I'm not good enough. I'll never amount to anything. I am unattractive. No one's going to love me. That kind of stuff. When you realize that the things you think on a regular basis actually impact your life and your potential and your outlook on life and your optimism or lack thereof, your thoughts affect every single aspect of that. So learning that your thoughts are that important and then learning how to tweak your thoughts and navigate your thoughts and change them to benefit you more, this will help you so much on your journey to creating a better, healthier life. The next one is another big one, but they all kind of are because they're all very helpful. Learning how to meditate and implementing it. Meditation is something that a lot of people do, and people that know the power of it love it. But I've talked to a lot of people about meditation over the years, and most people don't do it. It's kind of like exercise in the sense that you know that it's good for you, you know the value of it, but getting into a consistent routine of doing it on a regular basis is kind of hard. It doesn't have to be every single day, but at least a couple times a week. Doing that earlier rather than later on your wellness journey and your journey to creating a healthier and happier life will have endless benefits. The next one is spending more time in gratitude and reflection. This can look like a lot of different things for different people. This can be a prayer before bed on all the things you're grateful for. It can be thinking of the things you're grateful for right away when you wake up in the morning. This can be writing a daily gratitude list. This could be just moments throughout your day where you stop and reflect on things that you're grateful for. This can be reflecting over the last couple years of your life or your whole life and thinking of moments throughout your life that you're grateful for that you know changed you, that were very pivotal in your growth and your foundation of who you are. Thinking about the current moment and what you're grateful for right now. All of these things are really, really, really important along your journey to create your best life. This one might get a little pushback. I know it did for me. This one was a hard one for me to implement because I used to be a night owl. But going to bed earlier and waking up earlier are so important. The time at which you do these things is less important, but just somewhat earlier. Obviously, like 11 o'clock at night is a little bit late to be going to bed if you have to be up in the morning. It doesn't give you an optimal amount of sleep, but everyone has different lives, and some people work night shift or some people work swing shift. You may have little kids, or you may have different routines within your life that mandate a different sleep schedule, and that's okay. But the point of all of it is to make sure that in the morning or whenever you're getting ready for your day, that you have enough time to where you're not rushing. This is something that I struggled with a lot because I, like I said, was a night owl. My husband and I would stay up until at least 12 o'clock every night, and then getting up at 6 o'clock to go to work and with little kids was very hard. So hard to where we didn't do it early enough on a regular basis, and we're rushing pretty much every day of the week, honestly. Rushing to get out of the house. And what does that do? It leaves you stressed. It leaves you frantic. It starts your day on that really high stress, high energy, not good energy note. And it just sets you off on the wrong foot to go into your day. Waking up earlier so you have enough time to do the things you need to do, have a little time for yourself, get to sit in silence or pray or meditate or whatever it is that you enjoy doing in the morning. That will help you so much. I cannot stress this enough. That will help you so much. All right, moving on. Believing that a desire that you have, something that you envision for your life, is placed there because you are able to do it. You don't have this big vision of owning your own hair salon just to make you miserable and make you upset that you're not able to do it. It's there for a reason. It's there because that is what you are meant to do. And that doesn't mean that's the only thing you're meant to do. Obviously, you could have other aspirations. You have to believe that first. You have to have the confidence and the little bit of faith even. The visions in your head are not there just to drive you crazy. They're there for a reason. And believing that you have what it takes to make it happen and to do that and to be that person is so important, so foundational in creating that life that you are excited about, that life that you dream of, that you daydream about. That life, you are able to live it. You are able to create it, but you have to believe it first. If you don't believe it, it's not going to happen. So let yourself believe it. What harm is it going to have to believe in yourself that you can make things happen? Just because it hasn't happened yet does not mean that it's not meant to happen. It just hasn't happened yet. So allow yourself to believe that you are capable. Because you have the desire and that dream in your mind, you are capable of making it happen. All right, so the last one is another doozy, but it's another big one. Taking care of yourself, your body and your mind, because you love yourself and not because you hate yourself. Not wanting to change yourself because you hate yourself or because you hate what you see in the mirror, or because you want to look like someone else. Doing those things, taking care of yourself and doing all those healthy habits because you love yourself. This is a big one because a lot of us have been raised up to believe that if we love ourselves, that we are conceited or we are too proud or there's something wrong with us. If we're not actively trying to change something about ourselves, that we're too complacent or that, we're just lazy or whatever. You can love who you are and love where you are and not want to change your life and not want to change your body. That is okay. That is the ultimate goal, is to love yourself and to love your life, is it not? So if you're there and you truly have love for yourself, that is a wonderful place to be. But if you're not there and you feel like everything that you're doing is because you currently hate yourself, that is the place that you probably should start. I'm not going to tell you where to start, but that would be a really good place to start because self-love is the basis for everything good. All right, so that is the end of my list. Of course, there's other things, but these are the main things that I feel like really had a positive and lasting influence on my life and my wellness and my ability to create the life of my dreams and all of that stuff. These are the things that I feel like had the biggest impact on my life. Which one do you think applies most to you? I'd love to hear about it in the comments. Make sure you hit that subscribe button so you don't miss my next video, and I'll see y'all next time. Bye.